Hi everyone. Today I want to talk about a pressing issue that's been ongoing in Sri Lanka: human rights violations. This is a topic that has been underreported and often overlooked by the international community, but it is crucial that we bring it to light. It's a situation that calls for our attention and action. The people of Sri Lanka have been enduring these violations for far too long, and it's time we stand in solidarity with them. First, let's talk about gender-based violence. This is a pervasive issue that affects women and girls across the country, cutting across all social and economic strata. The COVID-19 lockdown has exacerbated this issue, especially for women working in garment factories. These women are often the primary breadwinners for their families, and the lockdown has put them in an even more precarious position. With the nationwide curfew, these women are not only losing their wages, but are also often stranded and vulnerable to violence. The lack of support systems and safe spaces has made it incredibly difficult for them to seek help. Imagine being in a situation where you're not just worried about a pandemic, but also your personal safety. The mental and emotional toll this takes is unimaginable. Yet it is the daily reality for many women in Sri Lanka. Next, we have the treatment of minorities. This is another deeply troubling aspect of the human rights situation in Sri Lanka. Since the 2019 Easter Sunday bombings, the Muslim community in Sri Lanka has been facing targeted hate speech and discrimination. This has led to a climate of fear and mistrust, further dividing the country along religious lines. One of the most concerning policies was the government's decision to mandate cremation for all COVID-19 victims, which goes against Islamic burial traditions. This policy not only disrespects religious beliefs, but also adds to the trauma of losing a loved one. This isn't just about a policy, it's about the violation of religious freedom. The right to practice one's religion freely is a fundamental human right, and it is being blatantly disregarded. Then there's discrimination against gender orientation and gender identity. The LGBTQ+ community in Sri Lanka faces severe challenges, from legal hurdles to social ostracism. In Sri Lanka, same-sex relationships are still criminalized, and laws prohibiting impersonation are used to target transgender individuals. This legal framework perpetuates a cycle of discrimination and violence against these communities. These communities are facing harassment, detention, extortion, and widespread social discrimination. The lack of legal protections and societal acceptance makes it incredibly difficult for them to live their lives openly and safely. It's heartbreaking to think that people are punished simply for being who they are. This is a clear violation of their basic human rights, and it is something that we cannot ignore. These are not just isolated incidents, they are part of a broader pattern of human rights abuses. This systemic issue requires a comprehensive approach to address and resolve them. And it's crucial for us to stay informed and advocate for change. By raising our voices and demanding accountability, we can help bring about the necessary reforms. Remember, awareness is the first step towards action. The more people know about these issues, the more pressure we can put on those in power to make meaningful changes. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to share this video to spread the word. Every share, every conversation, and every action counts. Let's make a difference together. #Sri Lanka, #Human Rights Crisis, #Advocacy. Together, we can create a world where everyone's rights are respected and protected.